Is that Sir McCartney?
Yeah! Hey! Look at that.
What's Band on the Run?
No, that's Live and Let Die.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. Yeah.
Except that thing at the end. There it is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I was thinking Band on the Run.
Oh, they're both great songs.
They are. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Great Measures. My name is Richard. This is Judson.
Great Measures.
Recently, Judson and I were talking about trying to incorporate new releases into the channel. Bands that are currently releasing new music, have upcoming albums, stuff like that. Just sprinkle it in here and there. Mm-hmm.
This is all true.
It is true. So I took it upon myself to do some digging, and I found a release from a band called Anciients with two I's, Anciients. So I guess it's pronounced Ancients.
Where are they from?
Vancouver, British Columbia.
Hey.
They've been around a while, but they have a new song out that came out recently called Melt the Crown. They've got some... They're progressive, like Opeth-ish, Opethian. I don't know if that's a word. I do want to read, though, when I was... Opethic, yeah, I like that. When I was reading about them, and like I've seen their name over the years, but I just never really taken the time to listen to their music. But I came across their Spotify page and their About Me, or About the Band description, and I thought it was too good not to share. So after winning a Juno in 2016, Ancients were officially anointed as the guiding lights of progressive metal. However, keeping their momentum rocking and rolling proved to be no easy feat. The road was threatened by many shadowy twists and turns, but after 8 years of hermetic silence, Ancients have returned with a new lineup and a new album that now stands as their heaviest, headiest, and most heartfelt offering. They stand ready to ascend the prog metal ladder and get back to doing what they do best with a weighty and dense, but wholly accessible album, Beyond the Reach of the Sun. That's the name of the album. Conceptually, the album is just as heavy as their previous efforts. It tells the story of a society that's enslaved by forces from another dimension, but at its core, Beyond the Reach of the Sun is about perseverance. Just as the enslaved discover spiritual knowledge by way of a cosmic entity, writing these songs also led the band to uncover new wellsprings of inspiration.
Okay.
It's cool, right?
Yeah, sure. You don't know if that's how it's pronounced or not.
I assume it's pronounced that way. They just needed to add an I to avoid copying some other band or something.
Okay.
I don't know. There's probably a reason behind it that I'm not aware of.
Anciients.
Ancients.
I always pull yours.
The song's called Melt the Crown.
All right.
Let's do it. Ready to roll?
Proceed, Richard.
What do you think?
What do you think?
I like it. It's kind of funny. Prog metal was never really my jam. Never. I mean, I would kind of season myself with it from time to time, I guess. I don't know how to put that. I would season my listening sessions with it from time to time, I guess.
A little hot sauce here and there.
Yeah.
Or a little cinnamon.
Little cinnamon, yeah.
Paprika.
Little cumin. Little cayenne pepper. But it was just never really my favorite thing in the world. But as we've done more of these, like Opeth and I can't remember, we've done some others too that were in the prog metal lane. I've it's grown on me. And then like I said, I was actually doing some laundry at the house yesterday, and I just had like the new releases on Spotify or Apple Music or something playing, and this one popped up, and I was like, that's a cool song.
Very musical.
Yeah.
They make a lot of good.
I think that's probably going to play into it being a concept album. You know what I mean? Like
And what I mean by musical, you know how if you're watching golf, I don't know if
sure.
golf fans.
Yeah.
And somebody will hit a shot, and then the commentator, somebody say, "Now that's a golf shot." Mm-hmm. I always make fun of that because what other kind of shot could it be?
Right.
We're playing golf.
Sure.
But I know what it means.
Right.
And I that's what I say about all their musical decisions. Like that's a musical decision. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it doesn't seem sometimes when. I guess maybe it's the prog metal thing. I don't know. What do I know? But when they start off chill like that, and then they come in and it's heavy, but it just there's like it's like the heaviness sort of. And you know what I mean by heaviness? It's not that it doesn't rock. It just kind of smooths out throughout the whole song. So
yeah.
So it becomes a little maybe easier to digest when they take you through those things.
Yeah.
I mean, even the bigger epic parts, which sort of there's certain sections in there that sounded like, I don't know the band, sounded like post grunge, big guitars and I don't have a band in mind right now, but even when they started digging at that point, when it was like,
yeah.
which I love that stuff, going down with the guitars and the bass and the drum, you just dig in a hole for a second, like seeing. But even that was, I mean, it's. I think it's probably headbanging if you hear it live, but it's more just listening.
Yeah.
To me,
it's an experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've probably listened to that song 5 or 6 times, and I mean, I don't have the ear for that type of stuff as far as like figuring out what timing they're playing in and all that. But there were certain sections in there, especially once the drums kick in, once the first verse kicks in.
Drums sound really good.
Yeah, the whole mix is really good to me. But when that first verse kicks in, I'm like trying to find one,
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know where it is, and it frustrates me, but I really like it at the same time.
Yeah, I think you have to listen to the guitars sometimes, a lot of time to figure, because they're just playing. They decided to go da-da-da-da-da-da, and then we'll go da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
So then everybody's like, okay. And,
Yeah.
So, yeah, I know what you mean. I love that. It feels like when I'm listening, I feel like I'm sort of moving through this like wind maze or something that's pushing me, that I just kind of let go through. Mm-hmm. I like that when I can't really find it, when there's no okay. I like to just float through it a lot of times. But that's jazz, man.
Just play the right note.
But it did have a lot of pure sound in there, It was distorted guitars and stuff, but not. I mean, there was just more pure sound, especially when the guitar, when they were doing the harmony riffs and stuff. Some of the stuff seemed a little predictable to me. There's a symphonic element. It sounds like in this song to me that it's like big. It's like a symphony. They all fall on this one resolute note or whatever it is, but it kind of seems in the solo section, it kind of seemed like you knew where the solo was kind of going, just because it sat really nicely there, and you're able to kind of fall there with them without, you know what I mean? You can listen your first go around, or at least I can listen to my first go around and sort of predict where we're going.
Yeah, there was one part of that.
It feels good to go there.
There was one part of that Spotify section. Fans who waited on bended knee for more fretboard heroics will not be disappointed by Beyond the Reach of the Sun, the album. Lead single Melt the Crown fires off not one, not two, but 3 guitar solos. Each one comes with its own unique flavor, too. I don't know how that, while I'm talking about seasonings.
Oregano.
Spanning from plaintive folk to southern blues and psychedelic prog.
Yeah, it didn't go. Again, I don't know the definition of prog metal so much, but I think I more expected it to be a lot more technical.
I gotcha. Yeah.
And
I kind of like that it's not, though.
I love that it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't love. I don't mind technical stuff.
Shut up.
But yeah, like I said, it was sort of. They kind of give it to you. It seems comfortable. The whole song seems comfortable to me. It doesn't, I mean, it does take turns. I'm not saying that, the song took a lot of turns. Especially the end when it was going through this chord progression. It was really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I'm teeter-tottering on saying that some of the, especially the guitar solo or notes, were predictable, but they're not. It just feels right.
Yeah, it just fits.
So you as a critical snobby musician like myself,
sure.
One of the voices in my head initially goes, "Oh, that's lame."
The jackass voice.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple. We knew.
A couple of jackasses. Okay.
We knew where we were going. That's crap. It should always be surprising. Well, no, that's not true. I mean, it's nice when it feels. It's almost like you know the song already. And this song is anything but predictable. So I have to tell that jackass to get the other jackass to say,
"Sure,
shut up, jackass."
Yeah. Grab him by the shirt and drag him out the door. Yeah.
But it's still comfortable. They were able to kind of put. They're not throwing you a whole lot of curveballs, at least in the way of just immediate. There's some dissonance in there too, but just immediate. Where did they just go? I have to listen to this again to understand. And when a song becomes so, and I think I like this too, but I'm just saying when a song is so unpredictable, you have to listen to it over and over and over to then get where it is,
Yeah.
And then it gets ingrained in your head and whatever. But this, it seemed like that you just could kind of fall into the spots with them. What do you think of the lyrics? They use the word hermetic silence, and I'm big on this hermeticism right now, and I wonder if that has anything to do with what the band is, where they're going lyrically and with their inspiration, because the lyrics sort of lend themselves to that.
Yeah, lyrically, I want to see the rest of the album. Because it's quite obvious. Like, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, obviously, you can come up with your own interpretation of these characters that they're talking about, or not necessarily specific characters, but the entities that are within the lyrics, I guess. I think you can probably put your own perspective of them into it, but I think...
You think they got one?
I want to see the whole...
You think they got one? Yeah, I mean, it sounds pretty straightforward in the sense of there's and use the word entity, that there's a king of the world, spirit king of the world. And if you look at the world, we're in a tough spot, some would say. Right?
I think that would be... I think some would say that.
Yeah, a lot of people say, well, we're, state of the world.
Right.
Whatever that thing is that quote unquote causes
this day
it.
and age.
Yeah. End of the world is coming soon. That I think it would seem like the lyrics point to whatever that driving force is behind the things that are the reason you say, well, we're not doing so well. It's trying to topple that.
Gotcha.
It seems like.
Yeah, that's cool. That intrigues me. It's good timing.
Yeah, well, that's why I kind of wonder if that's where they're going with it. You know, beyond the sun,
Beyond the reach of the sun.
beyond the reach of the sun, which is darkness, which is everything, within the reach of the sun is everything we know, right? Sun's out right now. There's the sun. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
to get beyond it, then you're talking about unknown. You're talking about something new and something unilluminated to you.
Yeah.
So maybe that's intriguing.
Very intriguing.
That means way more intriguing.
It intrigues the hell out of me.
I'm intrigued to the gills.
All right, before we get too tongue-tied, it's a good song. Check it out. I think their album comes out August the 30th, I believe is what I read. Beyond the Reach of the Sun. I hope I'm saying that right. That was Melting the Crown by Ancients, we hope.
How do you say it?
British Columbia.
Eh?
Thanks for watching. We are Great Measures. My name is Richard. This is Judson.
Great measures.
Have a wonderful day, everybody.